हेलो माय डियर ब्रदर्स एंड डियर सिस्टर, मैं हूं मयंक शर्मा और आप देख रहे हैं मेरा ऑल न्यू यूट्यूब चैनल जिसका नाम है डाटा निंजा। आज हूं मैं अपने रूममेट के साथ, मीट माय रूममेट एंड टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू मेक अ वीडियो ऑन रामायण। आप सबको ये जान के बहुत हैरानी होगी कि यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स की यूनिवर्सिटी में यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स की यूनिवर्सिटी में यहाँ पे बच्चों को रामायण पढ़ाई जा रही है। ये सुन के मैं भी शौक था और ये आज अपने साथ रामायण लेके आए। यू टुक रामायण विद यू राइट? जस्ट लाइक
well, it's not the Ramayana, but it's a fictional retelling.
It's just a retelling of Ramayana in his course curriculum, जिसमें इसने अपना कुछ रामायण के बारे में काफ़ी कुछ पढ़ा. So today Caleb going to tell you how much he knows about Ramayana. So let's begin. And why they teach you Ramayana? What in which subject?
I'm taking this class called Myth and Modern Literature. And this is a book about the Ramayana told from Sita's point of view. So it's written by a woman author, and she thinks that Sita got the bad end of the deal. So she decided to write the Ramayana from Sita's point of view, like a Sitayana.
From Sita's point of view.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what happened.
What's the author's name?
Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni.
Chitra Banerjee. Cool. So, what did you learn and what did you read firstly? What did you read?
So,
what did you read?
Sita was a princess in the kingdom of Mithila, and she was under King Janak and Queen Sunayana, I believe. And anyways, so it comes time for her to get married, and Ram from the kingdom of Ayodhya
exactly
comes from that part of India with his father King Dasharath. And anyways, so they get married, and so Sita and Ram go back to Ayodhya in the kingdom of Kosala, and once they get there, Sita has to meet all the new people in the kingdom, and eventually she gets banished. She and Ram gets banished, and she goes with him into the forest. And when they're in the forest, they see Rakshasas, and
Rakshas.
Yes, Rakshas. They kill a bunch of Rakshas, and one of them is the sister
of Ravan.
Of Ravan, correct. And they
basically he didn't kill her, just
they destroyed her face.
Yeah.
And so Ravan gets mad and comes back and steals Sita and takes her away to his kingdom. And then Ram comes and saves her with the help of monkeys. And
monkeys means Vanasena.
Yeah. And so then, however, Ram gets paranoid about the possibility that Sita, she gets paranoid. He gets paranoid that Sita, so he makes her prove her fidelity by going through a fire. Well, she goes through the fire and she comes out fine. But then, later, once again, after they get saved, he makes Sita go through another fire. But at that point, Sita says, I'm not going through another fire. And she ascends to heaven as an avatar of the goddess Lakshmi.
So, you told everything about Ramayana and it's correct, the overview is totally correct, but maybe you use some different kind of word in between, which sounds little bit not good, but yeah, you represent a good story, and it's Ramayana, and she wrote from the Sita's perspective, Mata Sita perspective. So
Actually, you
it's
know
good.
what? I messed up a little bit.
Yeah.
He saves her from Ravan, and then they go back to the kingdom, and then he banishes her to the forest.
So basically, what you need to learn, like what's in your course curriculum, what your professor want you to learn, like is there is examination about Ramayana, and what's the university's perspective? Just tell me that why they
Well,
taught you
most
this.
of the time,
and
the reason they taught us this is because it's written from Sita's point of view.
Okay.
And, you know, the American...
What's your professor name?
Dr. Gregory.
Okay.
And in Western universities, they're concerned with, like, the oppression of women. And so that's why they taught us this, because it's from Sita's point of view.
So is that you love to read it, and is that you love to read it?
Oh, I mean, it was
Is
not
Is that you learn something new?
Yeah, it was not a bad read. I mean, I would rather read the actual Ramayana, but
It's just with a little information basically. ये बस किसी अलग ऑथर ने माता सीता के पर्सपेक्टिव से लिखा है कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ, आई डोंट नो इसमें क्या है, बट हाँ जो इन्होंने बताया कि वुमेन पर्सपेक्टिव से कि उनके साथ ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था. वी ऑल डोंट नो, वी वर नॉट एट टाइम, बिकॉज ये जो स्टोरी है ये त्रेता युग की है. दिस स्टोरी इज लाइक मे बी millions, trillions years ago, before the birth of Jesus, and from that day, thousand and maybe billion and trillion a year ago, from that day also. So this is Tridyok. So we were not there. Just we read the books, and in the books, which we comes to know that thing were happened, and even like as I told you earlier, Hinduism is one of the oldest religion in this world, and there are so many mythology behind it. There are so many mysteries which is unsolved mystery right now. So they are very hard to identify. So many doubts right now, even if no one knows. We know only that thing which we read from the books, from the old books like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Gita, and Puran. There are several holy books in
the
Hinduism.
Kama Sutra.
Kama Sutra?
Yeah, that's an old Indian book.
Is it? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section.
You never heard of the Kama Sutra?
Kama Sutra?
You've never heard of that? Wow.
Kama Sutra. आई अपोलोजाइज दोस्तों, मेरे को वो सच में नहीं पता. सो इस वीडियो में अगर कुछ भी भूल चुकोगी हो, कुछ भी भूल चुकोगे तो मैं माफ़ी चाहूँगा. ये इसको कुछ भी नहीं पता, बस इसने जो रीड करा इसने बताया, और ये एग्जैक्टली में रामायण नहीं है, जस्ट एक ओवरव्यू कह सकते हो. सो थोड़ा सा सुनने में कभी कभी गुस्सा आता है जैसे रख रखी है, बट या एंड इट्स एन काइंड ऑफ आई ग्लैड टू नो that in the American university they are teaching just glimpse of it, Ramayana.
Yeah, a
Basically.
glimpse of it. It's not real.
Yeah, because Ramayana is too much huge book. So,
Well, we get some.
so
of the
is that you want to ask any question from audience from me?
Let's see.
What you want
In
to
the
know?
book, Ravan in this book is also part of a god.
Yeah, he's not a part of God. He was the greater devotee of the Lord Shiva. He was the greater devotee of
They're
Lord
all
Shiva.
part of Shiva.
He had so many grace, so many blessings from the gods that no one can beat him. He is one of the most powerful and one of the most knowledgeable.
So why
man.
would the gods help somebody who's evil?
At that time, he was not evil. He was the Brahmin. Afterwards, after getting so much power, he started to move on the bad path, which took him towards end.
So do you know the name Kaikeyi?
Kakaiya.
Sure. That's one of the wives of Dasharatha.
So basically, yeah, exactly. So
What about Vashishta?
Vashishta, he was the guru.
Yes, he plays a big part in it.
Yeah. What's the name of a Lord Rama's mom?
Kaushalya.
Okay. What's the name of Lord Rama's father?
Dasharoth.
What was the name of Lord Sita's father? Sorry.
Janak.
Good enough. You already told that Lord Rama is belong from Ayodhya.
So I know this.
How many brothers did Lord Rama have?
3.
Correct.
I read the book.
You read very well. Maybe you give every answer of my question. Maybe I didn't need to ask you any question because you told all Ramayana. Maybe.
Let's see.
Maybe.
Yes.
So okay. At the end, जय श्री राम. और आई होप कि आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगी हुई, कोई भूल चुका होगी तो माफ़ करना. और एंड कमेंट सेक्शन में बताना कि आपको ये जान के कैसा लगा कि यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में भी रामायण पढ़ाई जा रही है और इंडिया में नहीं पढ़ाई जा रही. क्या इंडिया में भी रामायण पढ़ानी चाहिए? और एग्जैक्टली तो रामायण नहीं है, जस्ट इट्स अ ग्लिम्स ऑफ अ रामायण. सो दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे. आई होप यू लव दैट वीडियो. सो लेट्स मीट इन अनदर वीडियो.
Let's do.
Cool. Okay, bye.